Alright, answer for this one should be 5. Number 2. Answer to that one should be 3. Okay, answer for that one is 2. Okay, winning numbers for today are 5 and 6. Okay. Alright, go ahead and take your homework back to Mr. Skinner.
Here, I'll watch an IOU.
Okay, number 1 should be 452.39 inches cubed. Number 2 is 339.29 centimeters cubed. Number 3 should be 3.19 centimeters. Number 4 should be 3.10 yards. Number 5 should be 3.82 feet. Number 6 should be 1.36 inches. Okay, number 7 is 6.46 centimeters. Number 8 is 2.39 inches. And number 9 is 9,650.97 meters cubed. And number 10 is 15,550.88 centimeters cubed. Okay, any questions on the homework? Alright, go ahead and bring up your extra credit answers. Okay, the first one should be 1,770.29 inches cubed. The second one should be 6.91 meters. Number 3 should be 3.93 inches. Okay, our objective for today, we're going to be solving inequalities. And our learning target will be to solve compound linear inequalities. Okay, for example 1, we have 2x plus 4 is greater than or equal to 24. Alright, we're going to solve this just like we've been solving the problems with the equal signs. Okay, so we want our x by itself. What's the first thing we're going to do to get our x by itself? We're going to subtract 4 from both sides. When we do that, we have 2x left on the left. On the right, we have 20. What do we need to do next? Divide by 2, that's right. So we'll have x is greater than or equal to 10. And that's our answer for that problem. Okay, for example 2, this time we have a negative coefficient in front of our m. We have negative 3m minus 9 is less than or equal to 18. Okay, what's the first thing we need to do? We add 9 to both sides. On the left, we'll have negative 3m less than or equal to 18 plus 9, which is 27. Now when we divide by a negative, because this time what do we need to do next?
Divide 27 by negative 3 and divide negative 3 by negative 3.
Right, we're dividing both sides by negative 3. When we divide by a negative and we have an inequality, you need to flip the inequality the way that it goes. So we have m, and it was less than or equal to. Now it's going to be greater than or equal to. 27 divided by negative 3 is negative 9. So if it's a positive coefficient, you don't have to do anything to the sign or the inequality. If it's negative, like we have a negative 3 here, we need to take this and we need to change it, flip it. So if it says less than or equal to, you're going to switch it to greater than or equal to.
We do that when it's negative.
Alright, practice problem number 1. Okay, back to the practice problem. We have 3p plus 3 is greater than or equal to 18. We want to subtract 3 from both sides. When we do that, we have 3p on the left, and on the right we have 15. Divide by 3. 15 divided by 3 is going to give us 5, so our answer should be p is greater than or equal to 5. Okay, answer for this one should be 36. Oops. Okay, bonus number 2. Okay, answer for this one should be 100. Okay, practice problem number 2. Okay, remember you guys, when you put these in, your numbers in, you want to put them in parentheses. So you'll have 5 squared plus negative 2 minus your negative 2 times 5. You're going to want to do this part first and this part. So you've got 5 squared gives you 25 plus negative 2 minus negative 2 times 5, which is negative 10. So 25 plus negative 2 will be 23, and minus a negative 10, change that to a plus positive. Your final answer will be 33. Always put it in parentheses. Alright, answer for this one should be 324. Solution for practice problem number 2. We want to add 4 to both sides. After we do that, we have negative 2b is greater than or equal to 20. We divide by our negative 2. Remember, when we divide by a negative, we need to switch our inequality, so it'll be less than or equal to 20 divided by negative 2, which is negative 10. Alright, go ahead and write down the extra credit problem if you want it. Okay, for example number 3, this time we have number or letters or variables on both sides. So we're going to do the same thing as if it was an equal sign. We need to move, we need to move our coefficients and variables over to the same side, and we need our numbers on the opposite side. So we're going to move our 2n first. What are we going to do to the 2n to move it? Well, it's added here. That means we're going to subtract. Subtract 2n from both sides. We have 3 is less than 5n minus 2n gives us 3n minus 6. Alright, now we have our variable. One variable on one side. That means we need to move this number to the other side. What do we need to do to move negative 6 to the other side? We're adding 6. Alright. So we get 9 is less than 3n. Divide by our 3. And 9 divided by 3 will give us 3. So we get n is greater than 3.
If it was a negative.
Okay, for example number 4, we have 6x plus 2 is less than negative 6x minus 12. Alright, we're going to move our negative 6x to the other side. So we add 6x to both sides. When we do that, we'll have 12x plus 2 is less than negative 12. Now we want to move our number to the other side so we can get our variable by itself on one side. So we're going to subtract 2 from both sides. So we'll have 12x is less than negative 12 minus 2 is negative 14. And this is going to give us a fraction, so we'll divide by 12. When we divide by 12, we'll have x on one side. On the other side, we'll have negative 14 over 12, which we can simplify to what? Seven over 6. So that is our answer. So x is less than negative 7 over 6. Alright, practice problem number 3. Okay guys, remember when you do this, you want to put your numbers when you plug them in into parentheses. So your negative 3 will be in parentheses, squared. And when you're when your negative and your 3 are together, and they're together because of your parentheses, then you're doing negative 3 times negative 3. That'll be 9 minus 7. So that'll give you 2 for your answer. Remember to put them in parentheses so that you don't make that mistake. Okay, bonus number 6. Alright, answer for this one should be, 44. Okay, solution for number 3. Now I told you can do this 2 different ways. So I'm just going to duplicate the problem on this side. Negative 4p greater than negative 10 plus p. Okay, on this side, if you moved this p, this is the easier way of doing it. When you move that p, it's positive, so we're going to subtract p from both sides. So we'll have negative 5p is greater than negative 10. And then we divide by negative 5. And we get p is less than, remember it's dividing by a negative, so we need to switch our inequality. P is less than 2. Now if you moved your 4p, your negative 4p, that's just going to cause you to have to do an extra step. So if you did that, you could add 4p to both sides. And when you do that, you get 0 on the left and negative 10 plus 5p on the right. And okay, that's the homework. Go ahead and don't do numbers 7 and 10 yet because we didn't get to those today.